to see if Indianapolis can mount a rush.
36 yards for the win.
Let's go, baby! Let's go,
First NFL game-winning field goal, and it gives the Eagles a 2-0 start to their season.
Welcome to Cheesesteak Sports, bringing you the hottest sports in the nation and Philly. Welcome to Redskins week.
It's here. What a game Monday night, right, Paul?
had me like
Had everyone over. It was just an awesome game. Couple questionable calls towards the end, but a win's a win. I think the Eagles deserve it. They outplayed them. Let's get right into it. Darren Sproles.
Darren Sproles.
I didn't expect
Darren
this out
Sproles.
of him. He's been one of the best players in the NFL, let alone the Eagles. But what
Yak, my dude. Yak. Yards after the catch. Just in case you guys didn't know, he'd be yakking it up out there. Just making moves after the catch. Like, really, Nick Foles, like, a lot of his passing yards. Yak.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I mean, I think he's a big-time energy guy, too. I mean, both games, he was the difference. That 49-yard run against Jacksonville, and this week, just play after play, he energized the team.
He scored on the touchdown after Shady got the third and third and 12.
Oh, yeah.
He got the first down and they gave the Sproles, scored it. You know, he's just making moves out there.
Where he bounced and he just kept going where he bounced up the
dude,
floor.
he is a monster. He's only 5'6". You know, you have those tall supremacists like they were showing in the league this past week, but we won't get into that. He was on the league.
He doesn't do interviews great either, but that's another thing. He's got like a speech, I don't know, but he stutters a lot. I heard him on the radio after that game, but whatever.
Dude's balling out.
Yeah, let him do what he's got to do. But
you know, another big thing about like Darren Sproles is like that one screen in the end of the game, towards the end of the game. You know, you had Jason Kelce out there blocking with him, going with him, stride for stride.
Looking like a running back out
there.
Dude,
Jason Kelce, dude. You know, number 62. I used to wear it, whatever.
Speaking of the offensive line, as banged up as we were this week, we didn't allow a sack. So I thought I was really impressed with that. Just wanted to throw that stat.
Yeah, it's a good stat to have, my dude.
It is. I mean, he loves stats.
I love stats.
But over to the defensive side of the ball, gave up 27 points. Say what you want about him, but the ball is in Andrew Luck's hands, who's had 11 comeback wins in his short career, and he didn't succeed against the Eagles defense. We went 1-2-3 and out when he had a chance, and then gave the game to Cody Parkey. So I was really impressed with the defense. I mean, there was a couple things. How they ran the ball was a little scary.
Yeah.
Since Trent Richardson kind of ran all over us.
Like, and he only rushed for I think it was like 91, 93, but Trent Richardson is not, he's averaging like 3 yards per carry in his career so far, so that's a little shaky. But I mean, it was good seeing get a good rush on Andrew Luck, knocking him off his spot, even though we didn't record a sack either. But we were getting in his face, making... I mean, Boykin, it might have been something, it might have not been, like, whatever, you know, game's a game.
The game is a game. In the first half, as you guys know, struggles, they continued Monday night. We've been outscored 34-6 in the first half of games. Second half, we've outscored opponents 58-10.
We lead the league in scoring, you know.
And it's mainly in one half. Like, imagine what can happen if we put two
halves together.
What do you think it is in these first two games? Why they're not coming out and playing?
Honestly, Dan, you want to hear my honest opinion? I do not know. I could not tell you.
Because I mean, even our first drive of the game, we drove down the field. Red zone issues we've had. Do you think that's amidst a play calling or just not?
I mean, it looked like. It actually looked like a couple of plays like Kelly missed his block, the right tackle.
Yeah.
It looked like he missed his block. So, you know.
It's just weird.
It comes down to the trenches a lot of times. Yeah. And, like, you might say it's a bad play call, but if the blocks get blocked, if the blocks are there, it's a touchdown, you know?
Right.
So it was questionable play calling, but still.
Well, we'll have another first half to see if we can turn something around here against Washington.
I sure hope so.
But real quick, a question for you. Why is Casey Matthews still on this roster?
Casey Matthews.
He's not even going to start this week.
You want my honest opinion? I feel like I know your honest opinion.
I do not know. Casey Matthews.
I mean, he went to Oregon, so you gotta be like,
He
Chip Kelly loves his Oregon boy.
He wasn't a Chip guy. Like, Reed brought him in here.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
Is
Oregon's
it the
like.
last name? Is it Oregon? Who knows, you know?
I think it might be the last name also.
But, I mean,
but they have Acho.
Yeah.
They're saying Acho's going to start.
I do know Casey Matthews because of his special teams, but what has he done on special teams? When have you heard his name come up in these first 2 games of special teams?
Speaking of special teams, Marigoose, great pickup.
From Seattle?
Yeah, great pickup. He's bringing. I mean, he got that dumb penalty where he like swatted the bull.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he made up for it like with that little like.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Like he just tapped the bull's ankle and he like fell down. It's
So,
like good, you know.
Casey Matthews out though.
Sorry it out. But you know, other things going around in the league. We mentioned Seattle. They lost to the San Diego Chargers.
Richard Sherman tweeting stuff.
What was it? I'm still the.
Well, he was just like, because Keenan Allen, they said like expose me. He said,
Yeah.
3 passes completed towards my leg, expose me. LMAO.
Yeah. I like Richard Sherman off the field.
Yeah, I think he's funny.
I think he's a real smart dude.
Yeah.
So you know, gotta give him props for that. You know.
Also around the NFL, Buffalo
2-0. That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
Tampa just lost
last night. Woo!
Badly.
Terrible game.
Horrendous.
I mean, like, I don't even know what else to say about that.
Yeah. But back to the Eagles. Nick Foles' performance Monday. What would you grade that? What would you grade his performance? I know it wasn't like he didn't have a spectacular.
Okay, you look at the numbers at the end of the game. It's like, okay, yeah, he threw a pick, but like that pick, that pick.
I'm not even talking about that
like,
pick. Yeah.
It shouldn't be on him.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a little bit further out,
it didn't really affect the game
at all. I mean, it was a last shot of the half.
What would you grade him? He made some big plays. He made some plays.
You know, I'm not going to school for being a teacher. But I mean, I'm gonna give him a grade for like B-.
B-.
I expect more. More.
That's what I'd say. Maybe
82.
No, you gotta give him the B-. You gotta, because I mean, he still drove down the field and
like he did good stuff. He did good stuff, but he also
did what he had to do to win the game.
Dude, what's up with the freaking the screens? The screens to the wide receivers. That
He
one.
missed 2. He didn't miss 2.
He's being too cute with the passes. You just gotta beam it in there.
Like, there's a couple passes he missed, but I still have faith in Nick, and
Oh no doubt, Nick to the death of me. But you know, I'd like to see better.
Yeah.
I expect better out of my quarterback.
Okay, well, over to week 3 this week, Sunday at 1 p.m. We kind of got a big game. Deshaun Jackson is going to be back in Philadelphia. Hopefully, he plays. Everyone
He
wants to play, of course. He's going to want to have a big game, and he's going to want to dance. But Philadelphia, you'll be at this game. Will you boo or cheer? If you were at this game, which we will be not, we will be in this house.
Most likely, you never know.
Yeah,
Mathis, Crossing Broadway.
Trying to win tickets.
You know, we try it all.
We won't be down there till October 5th versus St. Louis.
Yeah.
Boo or cheering them? Reasons why.
Boo.
Why are you going to boo a guy who's been here 6 years and has done all he's done for us?
All he's done for us? Yeah. I don't know. I just, like, okay, sure, like, he didn't ever do anything wrong to us when he was here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, good player, like, not high energy guy, but, like, productive wise. Did his stuff. You know, his attitude. Don't like his attitude. I'm going to boo him for that. And I'm going to boo him for the reason of him saying that Washington Redskins fans are more supportive. And he said that before they even played a regular season game.
Before even a preseason game.
Yeah.
And that is why if I was at the game, what he just said, if he never said that, I would be cheering him. I loved Deshaun when he was here. He was my favorite player. I loved his attitude. I loved when he did the salsa dance, making fun of Victor Cruz.
I like that. I like the kick.
Like he's gave us memories. You gotta give Deshaun.
I tweeted the other day, like, plot twist, the reason why Deshaun Jackson, the gang member he was hanging out with was Lil Terrio. But I mean, that's just messing around.
Well, I did love Deshaun, but he did say like in late July, early August, beginning of training camp, that basically Philadelphia fans booed him a lot, and Washington was a lot more supportive. And he was only there for a couple weeks in training camp. So that's the only reason I would boo him. He's in a Redskins uniform right now, so he's gonna hear it from Philly. Let's just say that.
Definitely.
But Kirk Cousins is gonna be starting for Washington, not RG3, and that scares me. That scares me.
Doesn't scare me.
I'd rather have RG3 in there. What do you think about Kirk Cousins?
I think Kirk Cousins is a subpar quarterback.
Many people said that about Nick Foles
Well,
coming into the league. I think he's gonna. He could have Nick Foles.
they
type
did both
season.
go to Michigan State, but Kirk Cousins in his 4 starts so far, he's 1-3 as a starter. He's six touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 56.56 completion percentage, and like a QBR of, I don't know, like 73, 76 as a career total. I mean, those aren't good numbers.
Those aren't good numbers. But
His last start was against the New York Giants last year, and he didn't throw for more than, I don't know, I think it was like 180, 175.
yeah.
Like, he doesn't scare me at all. The person who scares me is Alfred Morris, especially after we just got ran over by Trent Richardson.
I would say even before this week, I wouldn't be that scared of Alfred Morris, but the way our defensive line looked last week, the way Trent Richardson and Rob Bradshaw ran over.
Alfred Morris is a good back, and they have Silas. What is it? Silas Red. The dude, and Roy Halou Jr.
Yeah.
So they have 3 backs coming at us, but I mean, I think we're.
All right, well, let's get right into it.
Get into the predictions.
Eagles, Skins. Who you got?
What do you want? Like, you want score?
Give me the score.
Just
Eagles,
score.
Redskins.
Eagles are gonna win the game. 35-21.
35-21. Putting up.
I wanted to say 17. I'm changing 35-17.
35-17.
Yeah, I'll change it.
I have the Eagles winning as well, 31-17. But this is another dangerous game with Washington. Any division game is going to be tough, but the Eagles should win this game. I expect them to win this game. They win 31-17. My boy, for the second time, I'm going to go with him.
Turn around.
Riley Cooper. I'm expecting to have a big game. He has been a no-show for the first 2 games. A lot of people saying that because where's Deshaun? Deshaun was the reason Cooper had a big year. So hopefully he shows up, shows Deshaun why he doesn't need him. But I'm going to go with Cooper. Who do you got? Who do you got stepping up?
Stepping up, so like I can't say Sproles. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to say Sproles, even though like one of my fantasy teams is like Sproul over, whatever. But I am gonna go with big game by Shady. Yeah, I expect him to break the 100-yard mark of rushing. So far, he only has like I think it's like 146 on like 41 attempts because he had 20 last game. And I just expect him to break 100 and have 2 touchdowns.
All right, Shady. Just real quick on Shady. Do you think he's bothered by the Sproles?
I mean, he said he isn't.
I know.
But he probably is.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, just a little.
Hopefully he's not. I mean, we don't want.
I mean, like, I feel like any star running back would be mad that someone comes to town, starts taking carries from them, doing big things, having their picture in the newspaper instead of him, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean.
Well, hopefully, if your prediction's right, he'll be bouncing on the newspaper this week.
Bouncing.
Right?
Hey.
The Eagles gonna win this week. Eagles Redskins rivalry week. Paul's ready. Shady bouncing on these guys. Go Birds. Stay tuned, Cheesesteak.